Forming a bond with our guinea pigs isn't always easy. Let's face it, we're big, noisy, we've got grabby hands, and we don't know how to speak guinea pig. On the other hand, it's not all bad. Guinea pigs are domesticated animals, they've been living with humans for a long time, and it is 100% possible to have a close and loving bond with your guinea pig. So if you'd like to work towards having your guinea pigs rush out to greet you, to having them fall asleep on your lap, then keep watching. I'm going to run through the most important things to remember when trying to get our guinea pigs to like, or dare I say even love us. And the first thing is about housing and good care in general. A guinea pig who's happy and healthy and less stressed is one who is going to be more open to forming a closer relationship with you. So have a look at your cage setup, and if you haven't got guinea pigs yet, then do some research into the best cages for them and maybe look into DIY options too. And I think space should be one of, if not the deciding factor, because a big cage means happier and more relaxed guinea pigs. A good diet is also important, because a guinea pig who is deficient in nutrients or not getting the level of fibre they need are just not going to feel their best and not going to feel like interacting with us as much as a completely healthy guinea pig. So for their diet, make sure you have good quality hay, a guinea pig specific pellet with extra vitamin C added, and you provide some fresh food every day. And the second major thing is to recognise their natural prey instincts. So as we know, guinea pigs are a prey animal, and they've got various behaviours programmed in so that they are better at avoiding predators. And unfortunately for us, we kind of resemble a predator. But there are things you can do to get around this. For starters, guinea pigs feel safer in numbers. They are a herd animal and they are highly social and like having company of their own. So if you've got a single guinea pig, then please think about getting them a friend. Not only will it mean that they don't feel as lonely, but usually there's shy guinea pigs and not so shy guinea pigs, and in any pair there's going to be one that is shyer than the other. So they can learn off each other, and whichever piggy is the bravest one will help teach his or her cage companions that you are nothing to be afraid of. But for those shy ones, don't assume that getting used to you is going to be a quick process. Often guinea pigs take months to settle into a new environment, so you really do need to be patient and don't set your expectations too high too soon. We can also take their prey instincts into account when we are changing up the layout of the cage. So for my own guinea pigs, I try to offer them hiding places, but nowhere that's like really dark and super safe where they just kind of want to go in and hide away from the whole world in there. I give them lots of hiding places, but yeah, I use tunnels, I use ones with big open entrances, ones that sort of encourage them to be more out in the open. And I think that has made a difference in making it easier to tame them. Just for spending time around your guinea pigs and doing chores around them, remember they are prey animals, and just think about the way you're moving, the way you're acting. Are you being like a predator at all? So try to avoid waving your arms wildly or making loads of noise or moving too quickly towards them. Anything like that is going to make them revert back more to their instinctive prey behaviour rather than warming towards you. Next up, I had to include food as its own category because it is really important. Obviously, it's kind of an integral part of taming, and I will get onto some techniques, but just know that food is one of the best tools at our disposal, and whenever you have the opportunity, try and use it to build that association between you and food. So this doesn't mean simply bringing them their food, putting it in the cage and walking away. Yes, they're still going to associate you with food, but it will not be as strong or as meaningful versus if you come with their food and you're talking to them, you're hand feeding them, you're interacting with them throughout the whole time it takes them to eat what you have on offer. Of course, it's not always going to be possible. Sometimes we'll be in a rush and we just have to feed them quickly. But on a normal day, look at the time you have available and try and fit feeding the guinea pigs into a little slot of its own where you can spend some quality time with them. And they eat so fast, it's going to be like 10 or 15 15 minutes at most, but it really will make a big difference to how they feel about you. Next up is to work up to taming by building up a routine and sticking at it. So just like anything in life, if we make things into habits that become part of our normal working day and we always set aside a little bit of time for that habit, we are more likely to stick at it and we will see the benefits quicker. It's exactly the same with taming guinea pigs. And there are all sorts of techniques you can use. So from when they're very skittish, it can just be sat by the cage, talking to them. And then you can build up to hand feeding, offering them food in the cage, leaving your hand in the cage. And then once they're ready to be handled, you can do lap time and floor time with them. And try and do these things on a regular basis. So for example, if you're taking your guinea pigs out for lap time, say for 15 or 20 minutes, try and do it every evening. You will really see them get used to you, be more comfortable in your lap, and really just be more brave around you versus if you only did that activity once a week or less, say. And I do actually have a video where I set out 10 solid taming techniques you can take away and build into a routine of your own. But the key thing really is remembering to be patient with them and most importantly being consistent. Okay, how do we know that all of our efforts are actually working? Well, it is going to happen slowly, unless you have a super confident guinea pig, which does happen. But in general, it happens slowly and you might not even notice small changes. But one day you'll realize that your guinea pig isn't running away from you as much anymore. And that's often one of the first signs. They show less fear of us, so they don't run away when we come in the room. They don't run away when we reach out our hands towards them. In fact, the opposite. They'll start coming out of their hiding places and coming to greet you, sort of expecting you to have pea flakes or food or anything for them, basically. And of course, if they've built up that strong association between you and food, then they will start squeaking. And some pigs can be mega squeakers. I find that within a herd, there's usually one who takes it upon themselves to be the one who shouts the loudest for food. And it might take a long time for them to start doing that. So my squeaker pig is Roxy, and literally in the last couple of weeks has she just found her voice. And she is possibly the loudest squeaker I've ever had. And I never thought Phoebe and Roxy would squeak that loud because they never really did it before. But apparently they've reached that point where they're brave enough to start shouting the whole house down for their dinner. I will say though, don't expect your guinea pigs to let you handle them easily. I think it's always going to be one of the things that they are most wary of, and a lot of guinea pigs just don't like having your hands around them. So when it comes to picking them up, it's more equal-sided. They're running away less, but also you need to get practice in at catching them, and you will find it easier the more you do it. And for me, one of the main things that tells me my guinea pigs actually like me and they've become tame is when they stretch out, relax, and even fall asleep during lap time. It is just so adorable to see, and I take that as the ultimate appreciation of us humans. The fact that they trust us and they are happy to really chill out in our company. So I am going to put that taming video up here so you can check it out and learn more about those specific techniques that you can use. But that's all for this video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.